Good morning this Monday, the 5th of June. I'm Grady Wolf, a market analyst with Bell Direct. Wall Street ended Friday's session on a high note, with the key indices each adding over 1% and the Dow Jones even jumping at 2.1%, as investors welcomed a mixed payrolls report with an unexpected rise in unemployment and a slowdown in annual wage growth, which are all signs that the Federal Reserve's aggressive rate hike action is taking effect on cooling economic growth in the US. In May, the US economy added 339,000 jobs in a sign that the booming labour market in the US remains strong. However, unemployment increased to 3.7% from 3.4%, which was one of the fastest increases in unemployment since early in the pandemic. Some of the increase in unemployment could be driven by mass layoffs in the technology sector that has seen over 200,000 workers lose their job this year across big and small tech names. Over in Europe, markets closed higher on Friday as investors responded to US lawmakers passing a bill to raise a US debt ceiling and capping government spending for 2 years, just days before the potential default deadline date. The Stoxx 600 rose 1.5% on Friday, led by mining, oil and gas stocks rallying. Germany's DAX rose 1.25% on Friday. The French CAC added 1.87%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 rose 1.56%. OPEC Plus, a group of global oil producers, met in Vienna on Sunday to discuss output policy to stabilise oil prices, which have been battered down in recent times by weakened demand outlook out of China. At the meeting on Sunday, OPEC Plus reached an agreement to extend output cuts announced in April this year of 1 million barrels per day into 2024 amid price instability in recent times and the potential for excess supply. On the local index, Friday's trading session on the ASX ended the week on a positive note, closing 0.48% higher on the last trading session of the week, buoyed by a sharp rally for materials stocks on a rise in the price of iron ore. Consumer staples and healthcare stocks were the sectors that underperformed the local index on Friday. On the commodities front this morning, crude oil is trading 3.31% higher at $74.10 a barrel. Uranium is up 1.87% at $54.60 a pound. Gold is up 0.11% at $1,949 an ounce, and iron ore is up almost 1% at $105.50 a tonne. One Aussie dollar is buying 66 US cents, 92.51 Japanese yen, 53.17 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 9 cents. Taking a look at economic data, Germany's trade balance data is released today for April, with the market expecting a decline in trade surplus to 15.1 billion euros from 16.7 billion euros as the economy entered into a recession in recent weeks. Ahead of the local trading session here in Australia, the SPI futures are anticipating the ASX to open the first trading session of the week up 1.06% on the back of the global rally that ended last week on a very positive note. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration today. Bell Potter has increased the price target on WiseTech Global from $60 to $74.25 and maintain a hold rating on the leading global provider of logistics software solutions following increased growth outlook for the company on the back of assumed greater penetration or success in both customs and compliance and land-side logistics markets. This follows the announcement of a global customs rollout with Nagel, the largest sea freight forwarder in the world, and the acquisition of 2 landside logistics companies in the first half. And Trading Central has identified a bullish signal on Reece following the formation of a pattern over a period of roughly 34 days, which is roughly the same amount of time the share price may rise from the close of $18.32 to the range of $19.15 to $19.35, according to standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all we have time for today. Have a wonderful Monday and happy investing.